with you now at 9:23, continuing our conversation that a lot of you are passionate about, the federal report that ranked Oklahoma the very bottom in the state when it or the very bottom in the country when it comes to states with foster care, child abuse, and neglect. We're with Cherie Powell with Oklahoma DHS, answering some of our viewer questions. So thank you for sticking around for another segment. This one's from Andrea. She says, and this is controversial, but she says it's a shame that our state legislators have proposed multiple bills focused on preborn while ignoring the real issues for postborn already in foster care. Not that you have to tackle abortion or preborn issues here, but do you think our legislators are doing enough, our lawmakers are doing enough to protect the kids currently in our foster care system?
Oh, absolutely. We have had tremendous legislative support when it comes to protecting kids either in homes or in our care, and so that really has not been an issue.
Okay, so you're okay with the way that the legislation side of things is being handled. It's just the main issue that we talked about in the previous segment is too many kids are in foster care.
That's right. That's
okay.
right. It's really more of our societal issues that are causing children to be so unsafe that they have to go into the foster care system.
The next one coming up, I would like to know why DHS makes it hard for families who have relatives as foster parents to place the kids in kinship with family, instead place them in traditional foster care. Do you try to place in kinship before you place in foster care? And we should probably say what kinship is for those who aren't familiar.
And kinship is either someone who's related to the child or someone who knows the child. It can be a school teacher or coach or next door neighbor. And yes, that is always our first choice. Relatives, grandmas and grandpas, aunts and uncle are always our first choice. And the majority of our children do go into some sort of kinship care.
Is that necessarily a good thing though, or do you want to distance them from the circle that they're in? I mean, you're obviously removing this child for a particular reason. Don't you want to get them out of that family or of that situation, or does data show that it's better to keep them with someone they know?
Well, actually, practice shows that it's better to keep the child in their community, in their school, with someone they know. That's why it's so important for us to have foster families from every community and every school so we can keep those kids locally. But yes, there are children who do not have any safe option when it comes to their family or anyone they know. And those are the kids who have to go into more of a traditional foster home, which is someone they don't know.
Sure, and just need to be completely removed from a dangerous situation.
Yes.
Just breaks my heart to even talk about. I couldn't do what you do. It just breaks my heart to talk about these things. Melanie, is this statistic the one that we're talking about, Oklahoma being at the bottom for abuse and neglect among foster families? She says, is this traditionally certified foster families, or does it include the kinship family? What is the breakdown within those two groups?
This includes all of those groups. When we're looking at rates of abuse or neglect in the foster care system, that includes everyone. That includes kinship care, relatives, traditional foster homes. It also includes higher levels of treatment like mental health facilities and group homes. It looks at all of those. And the data is pretty equally across the board of all types of foster homes. We're not seeing more abuse and neglect in kinship care versus traditional care. We're not seeing more abuse or neglect in homes that have a lot of kids versus one child. So that's why it's really difficult to pinpoint a trend and to address the issue, but that's what we're trying to do.
Okay, and again, we're talking about this 2015, a new report, a new federal report coming out, and the numbers are from 2015, and Renee wanted to know, why are we just now learning this in 2017? This info is from 2015. Why is DHS not following up on this and protecting our children? And as I know you're going to say, of course we are. And you and I talked on the phone before this interview, and you said something interesting. You said that these numbers did not come as a shock to you, because you guys know that unfortunately we have an issue here.
Right, and we report on these numbers every 6 months. They're on our website. We are being monitored by some child welfare experts who are helping us reform the foster care system. Those reports are public every 6 months. The data is reported every 6 months. It's in the newspapers, it's on television, so this is nothing new. The federal report that came out from the old data was just a different way of looking at the data.
Okay, for those of you who are just now joining us, I think the biggest things from this interview to take away, we have about 5,500 children, or should have 5,500 children in foster care to be on par with the national average. We have what, 96?
9,600.
9,600. So we have nearly double the amount. And you relate that back to a few key things. going back to the problems here in Oklahoma. What were those things?
Well, we have very high rates of substance abuse, untreated mental illness, domestic violence. Most of the kids that come into foster care, because they are so unsafe at home, are facing one or all three of those things. And of course, we're the highest state in the nation for the incarceration of women. Where do their children go?
Right. Mom's not at home.
Mom's
Those
not
kids
at
are going
home.
into foster care.
Right.
Cherie Powell, thank you so much for shedding some light on this data that we're getting in this new federal report. We certainly appreciate it.
Thank you
And
for
like you
having
said,
me.
you need some foster parents. So
We
if
need
you,
foster families.
Yeah, if someone is feeling, the heartstrings being tugged a little bit, maybe it's time to step up to the plate. We got a lot of kids in the system who need a loving family.